Why did you want to keep showing up each time?
I've never really known. It's just been something in me, something you can't buy, you can't train, you can't teach. It's just always been there. It will open a ginormous door
Yeah,
to
that's
many
what I was going to say, yeah.
ethnic groups and Sikhs, and it's great.
Because I want everyone to remember this celebration when you're winning the Formula One. And yeah, there we go. Okay, so today on the podcast, have a very exciting guest. He's a new British karting champion, and he's here with his dad, who's the lead mechanic. So we've got Dhian Singh Pahal and his dad, Kully. How are you both?
Good, thank you. It's an honour to be here.
Good, Gian, thank you.
So you've just come back from a recent British Championship win. How did it feel, Dhian? Let's go back to that weekend.
Well,
how does it feel to be called the British champion?
From the start of the weekend, we had a slim chance of winning, and through most of the first day, because it was a double hitter, the gap seemed to close. But in the final, I was a bit of an idiot and got myself a penalty. But my dad got me disqualified by putting the tyres on the wrong way around.
He put the tyres on the wrong way around. And that was the day before the final race, right? Where he needed the points.
No,
Yeah.
it's a double header. So Saturday you had a final.
Yeah.
Sunday we had a final.
Ah, okay.
So if Dhian won everything, he would have won the champion, and the leader came second. And Dhian would have won the championship by 2 points.
Ah,
But
okay.
then obviously I got him disqualified,
Yeah.
and
Is that easily done, is it? Putting the tyres on the wrong way? I'm not one to talk. 'Cause
first time I've done that, and it's probably the most important weekend.
everything happens for a reason, though. Everything happens for a reason. Look how it turned out.
Oh, the mood that night. How about
How did you feel when you found out your dad had
As
put the
soon as
tyres
we
on?
got disqualified, we thought that we couldn't drop it because we can drop our worst scores.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, we're gone. Might as well go home. But then we went run around talking to people, and they said, oh, we can drop it. So then now we had such a slim chance. It was so slim.
Yeah.
But we worked out the points. I had to win the classification for the heats, and if I did not win, the other kid didn't have to race, and the other kid in classification had to come fourth or lower. And in the final, I had to win. If I came second and the other kid came last, I would have won. I would have lost. He would have won.
Okay.
So, and if I won, he had to come fourth or lower. But even if he came third, I would have won the tiebreaker.
One, there was a lot at stake. Two, you needed a lot to go your way, and you needed to win first. And even then, it wasn't guaranteed that you were going to win the championship, right? But before we go into the intricacies of how things played out the weekend, how has it been since Dhian won the British Championship? What has the response been, kind of online, social media, family, school? How has it been?
Well, I don't really look too much at online or stuff, but I think the interaction's been better. School's been quite nice with it. Let us have a day off after, and then stuff like that.
You got your day off school after
Yeah.
winning the championship. I think that's a well-deserved day off school. But
Yeah, obviously I try to keep socials.
because you look after Dhian socials,
I
right?
try to keep it away from the kids because it's so addictive. But yeah, the response has been brilliant. Got 11,000 likes, about 400 comments, about 4,000 shares.
I think it's continuously doing the circles, isn't it, on social media? I think people really
Resonate.
resonate with what he's doing. And I said this when Dhian was on the podcast before. It seemed like such an underdog story. And do you know what? Let's go back now to I think it was the Saturday then. So how were you feeling going into the weekend? Did you feel like there was a possibility of winning the championship?
Yeah.
It was in the mix.
It was a very slim chance. Like if Ben finished, Ben just had to finish in front of. If Ben beat Dhian in the classifications or in the final, I think it would have been down to a bit of luck as well.
Yeah.
but it was in Dhian's hands. I said, Dhian, you just have to go out. I think Dhian's the best racer there. And I said, just keep it clean, be fast, just win everything, and it's in your control. And pretty much he did that. A little bit of pressure did a little silly move. It wasn't that bad. He went for a move in the final, which got him a 5-second penalty.
Yeah.
So he dropped down. But then obviously I messed up even more and I got him disqualified. But the build up that week, it was very, very intense.
Was it?
Yeah, obviously for me, because I know the maths and everything. But yeah, Dhian just kept it cool. He just drove brilliantly. The worst thing for me, I'll jump to Sunday, sorry.
Yeah, no, go for it.
So they interviewed you there, weren't you? So they interviewed Dhian on the grid.
Yes, yeah.
They said 30 seconds, so I jumped down, gave him a standard hug.
Yeah.
I just asked him quickly. I said, Dhian, do you want to win the race? Or I asked him, what's your plan?
Yeah.
And he goes, win the British or nothing.
Fair
Like,
enough.
literally, he didn't
I
care.
like his all or nothing mindset.
He didn't
it's how we
care.
should always keep that mindset.
He didn't care about getting the trophy at the end of the thing.
Yeah.
He wanted to get the trophy.
The championship.
But he wanted to get the number one.
Yeah.
He didn't want the number 2. He didn't want the number 3. So and then like literally, my legs went to jelly as I stood up.
Yeah. So on the obviously we talk about how key preparation is, right? And this is something that I found like really, really admirable. You spoke to me about this after the race. So I think it was obviously you're there Saturday, Sunday, right? And obviously you sleep and you've got a van that you've kind of fixed up and made into a bit of a place where you can stay.
We're making.
You're in the
Yeah.
process of still kind of trying to kit it out and make it kind of a sleepable and habitable kind of place to kind of chill. So obviously you're sleeping in the back of the van at night, and you said to me Dhian was waking up at like 2 a.m. because he was cold and wasn't able to sleep properly, but then he goes and wins the British Championship the next day. Because for me, if I don't get a good sleep, I can't even function the next day. And Dhian has just gone and obviously sleeping in the cold, gone and won the British Championship.
Yeah, I think it was a really bad storm because I think I made him cold because the awning and everything started blowing away.
Yeah.
And I opened the door, looked at it, and it was horrible. So I closed it. But then I heard a Velcro going. So then I had to get up. I'll shut it all down. But obviously I've gone out, I've come in. So all the heat.
Yeah.
The electric stopped at 11.
Yeah.
And I need to get a diesel heater fitted, so night
Yeah.
heater. So we've got heat all night long. But it's one of them things on the to-do list. And then when I came back, Dhian woke up, I think it's about 3:30 or something. He said, Dad, it's really cold.
Yeah.
So then I put my coat on him and I tried to make it a bit more warmer for him. But he went back to sleep and I woke him up I'll get up about 7 to start working on the cart. He got up about 7:30.
Yeah, because you sent me the picture of Dhian sleeping and you put all your coats and things over him. And I was just like, for me, it tells such a story. I think that not many people get to see, right? Obviously, they're seeing you win the British Championship, but I think what a lot of people haven't seen is Dhian started when he was 3 years old. Like, you guys are out on the cold, wet, windy mornings practicing. There was so much work that went into it. Just for that one race, for that one moment, there was years of hard work, right? Did you feel, what was that feeling? Because that's doing the rounds on social media a lot, that a lot of people have seen Dhian of that relief when you've won the race and you're celebrating, and even yourself, that video was hilarious where you're just going mental when you've won.
I'm not sure what
I don't know what you were doing. It's so like, but first, Dhian, what? Soon as you passed that finish line and you knew that you'd won the British Championship, what was that first feeling that went into your head?
To be honest, I didn't know I won the British when I crossed the line.
Oh, did you not?
I
Okay.
looked. I was
At what
looking,
point
I
did
looking
you know?
and looking, and then I passed the line. I'm still looking. I'm about to go into the wall, and then Jordan, everyone just goes, and I'm like, okay, I won.
Oh, so is it when you saw
Then,
everybody
yeah.
else celebrating that you
Yeah.
knew you'd won the championship?
I thought you knew when you looked back.
And then coming around the bowl and stuff up the bridge and stuff, and then I'm come down straight, and there's a big screen
Yeah.
showing where everyone comes.
Oh, so
My
you saw it on there.
competitor came fourth,
Or
and his teammate pipped him on the last lap. That was great for me, but I would have won the tiebreak. So
that's amazing. And one thing that I wanted to ask, and again, just to be clear for people watching, you had to win that last race and you needed one of your competitors to finish for you to win the British Championship. But for much of that race, obviously you're always there or thereabouts in the top three as you were in the midst of the race. But the lad that you needed to finish fourth, there's a couple of times he was in second place, right?
He was in leading as well at the time.
And he was leading at one point.
And I was down in like seventh, and I'm like, come on.
Exactly. And one of the things that I thought it happened by chance, but I think there was some incredible tactical skills used in your driving. Because I think you may have told me this, Cully, but as he was driving and he was first, obviously there's only so much influence you can have on the other drivers. But I don't know whether it was going around the bends, Dhian slowed down to bunch up the other drivers behind him. Is that right?
Yeah, so I'm looking behind. My biggest competitors behind me and his teammates inside, and I'm like, oh no, what am I going to do? So when I come round, coming down the straight, and I should white line it, they're there on the other side, and I stay there, come into the corner, I wait until they touch me, and then I go, and I look back, and then they're there. Well, it's going good for me.
Yeah, because that all happened when he dropped back. Did that all happen in the last lap? Was it?
No,
It was happening.
The whole race.
The whole race.
He's controlling.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he was being at the front, at the middle of the pack, at the front, at the middle of the pack. So it could go in any of our ways. But then,
even as happy as I was for Dhian, I was like, this other kid must be devastated to lose the championship by 1 point.
Yeah, I did feel bad. Like, obviously,
for anybody to lose it by a point would be hard.
Obviously, like on Saturday night, we were like, right, we've lost. I went to his dad, shook his hand, said, "Oh, congratulations, you've won." And I actually thought when I got him disqualified that Ben didn't need to race. Our main objective was to win everything. Our second objective was to make sure Ben has to race on Sunday.
Yeah.
Because if he hadn't won the championship.
Yeah.
In my head, my maths, I thought he had won. So I congratulated them both and stuff. And then we got back, and then everyone's like, "What are you on about? You ain't lost yet." Then we did the maths, found out we could drop the 0 because that's our worst score. We could drop it, but it was a technical issue, not a.
Where did Dhian actually finish in that race? Where?
I finished third, and I got a penalty, and I just missed out on.
I think 6th or 7th through the
No,
penalty.
a 5th on the penalty because I cleared 6th and 7th, and
Okay.
I almost cleared 4th and 5th.
Okay.
But it wouldn't have really mattered because of the DSQ.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to ask as well is, obviously I was there to watch your British Championship win. You had other family members there as well. Cully, your brother, Bowjet, was over from Italy, so shout out to him. Your granddad was there, your mum. Obviously my mum and dad were there. Where we were stood, did you see us there as you were racing, or are you too locked in and zoned in?
I knew when my dad was standing, the team manager was standing, and who I needed to, I had to be looking. I saw them, and it was rather, I was looking at the next corner while I was looking at them.
Ah, okay.
So I didn't really.
So you didn't see
I
me
didn't
or
look
where
out
we
for
were.
any of
It's
you lot
good
there.
though, because I think you probably go into your own world and your own zone, and like I said, when you're driving, even normally, not in racing, keep your eyes on the bloody road. So
The thing is, he has to know where we are because we give
instructions,
we give signals and stuff.
yeah.
So I don't know whether he listens to them, but he probably looks like YMCA sometimes. Put a sound, we've probably filmed the dads and put a rave song on.
That's funny. But yeah, so one thing I want to ask is, Dhian, obviously going into that final race, you know what needs to be done for you to win the British Championship, and obviously some people might take that as a lot of pressure, but like your dad was saying, for you it was all or nothing. I'm going for the British Championship.
There was pressure.
But you seem to really
But
enjoy it.
It was coming onto the grid. It went from that, and I squished it to that, and then there's just a little bit, and it is there.
But you need that sometimes,
yeah,
right?
you needed it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just that all or nothing. I could still win. It was all or nothing. If I don't win, I'm not winning. the championship, the bigger
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah, I think that's a mentality of someone who's going in a big direction. Not many people have that mentality, you know. That I don't think that's something you can teach either. So it's very good that he has that, right?
Yeah, on the
It must scare you as well, though.
on the interview at the start, what did he say? Henry interviewed him
Yeah,
on the
I
grid,
saw that. Yeah,
and he goes talked about the Gundam stuff. And
yeah.
stuff.
Shout out to comment. I love listening to his interviews.
he's
They're
brilliant,
absolutely great. Yeah,
yeah. He's helped us a lot.
yeah.
And he goes to Dhian. So how you doing? He goes, tough. What did he say? Toughest weekend of my life.
Hardest weekend ever.
Yeah.
Well, one of the hardest.
Yeah.
But at the start of the weekend, the commentator who's with him most of the time told me if on the Sunday presentation, there will be champagne. Not alcohol champagne,
Yeah.
non-alcoholic champagne.
Yeah.
I think it's like Prosecco.
Okay.
And he said, soak Henry, and I was like, okay. And then
Oh yeah, I saw the
when I
celebration
went,
at the end.
I got him, and
Yeah.
then he was like, well, why'd you do that for? And I was like, I don't know. A little birdie told me to.
That's funny. That's funny. And how do you find these? Because you're doing these a lot more often now, right? With the interviews, and you're only 11 years old. Do you enjoy doing the interviewing and stuff now?
It's very fun, but there's a backstory to it. We're looking for exposure, trying to get sponsors to come in, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's made you grow up a little bit quicker? Do you think it has?
It's helped. A lot of things have helped me talk well, including these interviews of you and other people. But one of the biggest things that have helped me, because when my first year of coming into the British Championship, I was a loose. I was a danger, and I was in like the steward's office a lot, trying to get us not penalty and stuff like that. But that helped me to talk better and understand things a lot better.
That's good. That's really good. And yeah, Colin, I don't know if you answered. Like, obviously, we've seen the video, the reaction of when Dhian passed the finish line. It was just, do you know what? That was probably one of the best videos I've seen, because it was just such natural, raw emotion, even from Dhian's mum as well when they first saw him. What was your feeling when you saw Dhian pass the finish line?
When I went to my mum, I think I knocked her chin. I hit her chin with my elbow. And
when you jumped on her.
She whispered in my ear, "What are you doing?" And then she gave me a proper hug, and then
that was
I
nice.
went to the interview and stuff.
That's nice. So, and how did you feel, Cully, when you found out he had won it all? Was it emotional?
It was like, saw me with us. I don't know what I did with my hands.
For anyone that hasn't watched it, he's just celebrating.
I think I slow made my hands. I think it's AI, just to make it a better video.
Yeah.
No, it was just a relief, and it's like, oh my God, we've won the British Championship. Yeah. And then for Jordan and Dave, they've been trying for like 3-4 years with different drivers.
It's great for the whole team, the RC team, right?
Like Jordan's had Edward, Jensen Chalk, Max Eberhardt. He's had quite a few drivers come through. And so they've been trying for a lot longer. So it's massive for Jordan. Dave's obviously, everyone laughs at Dave because he's a small kart builder in Birmingham. He does it himself. They say, oh, you can't win on his kart. So it's a massive thing for Dave when everybody, going against all the big kart manufacturers. So it's the championship to win. Like Dhian hasn't won any other championship. He just goes and
wins the biggest one.
Yeah.
And for Rotax, Michael, Max, it's probably the toughest one in the world to win.
Really?
I think.
One of the toughest. Juniors and seniors are hard.
For Michael Max.
For British is the top of the world.
Okay. And another thing that I wanted to ask is, and it's something that you both said on the previous podcast, if there's one thing I noticed, I saw when Dean was in that final race, and you said Dhian was on that final race and he dropped down to, I think it was like fifth or sixth, maybe. For some reason, I just had confidence in him that, because I've seen him is overtaking in the past, that he just seems to make it look easy. Where has that skill set and daringness come from as well, to be so good at overtaking? How have you managed to get so good at that?
You can't be taught to be precise and sharp with your overtakes. And I think that's just the way I drive and the way I am.
Because you're doing speeds of like 60, 70 miles an hour, right? And you're doing these overtakes.
On
Would
the
you-
brakes and stuff.
On the
Would-
brakes and stuff.
Would
So-
you say that you're a bigger risk taker and more of a daredevil than other drivers?
Definitely, I think I've calmed down a bit. That was for the best of us, because most drivers, when I started, they start calm and people try to build them up.
Yeah.
But me, I go 110%, and then they have to knock me down to like 50%, and then they bring me back up slowly.
So
Yeah.
what? I'll go back. Obviously, discussed in the old one. First time he sat in a car, he floored it, crashed, floored it, crashed, floored it, crashed.
Yeah.
Didn't back out. Went to Sutton Elms, which massive. We
They
did loads.
massive help. Sutton Elms karting, that was just so good.
So we did loads of laps there. Loads of laps. He hit the barrier goes.
It's like practice
Yeah, and-
laps,
Yeah.
yeah.
Carried on going. And Jeff said to me, it's easier to slow him down than speed him up. You'll see as it gets. And I'm like, yeah.
So he had little bits of coaching there, did he?
No,
Or just by his words
I think
from
Jeff
people?
was talking to me what he's on the track
Yeah.
and stuff, and Jeff was like very good at the
So
start.
helpful.
So then when we moved into Michael Max, I think it was 3 years ago. Obviously, Dhian was still little, and the one thing that Dhian had, he had fantastic starts and brave. So he'd go for moves, but I think it was a strength thing, and he didn't have the skill at the time. So he'd make a move, and he'd either make it or it'd be a 50-50
Yeah, okay.
whether
The
he'd make the
barrier.
move, or sometimes he'd crash, or sometimes he'd take other people out. It's quite a hostile environment and stuff. And then there's a really good driver with us, Edward Haynes, his dad Ben, and so Ben, Dave, his team manager, and myself, we discussed a few options and stuff, and then came up with a plan. And I don't think anybody would ever do this. And we came up with a plan halfway through the season. Said, right, Dhian, if somebody overtakes you, you're not allowed to overtake them for one lap because you've made a mistake. So that somewhere on that track, you've made a mistake, and that person is faster than you. So you're not allowed to overtake for one lap. If you can overtake them after that,
Then you can.
carry on. But it's what happens sometimes, like the faster kids, like now Dhian knows when he overtakes a slow kid,
A less experienced kid.
less experience, he'll give them space, but that means the next corner is compromised, so they can overtake straight back.
Okay.
So Dan used to do that. The more experienced kids just used to move them out of the way, or sometimes they'd crash and stuff. So we did that for a year, and people said to me, "What are you doing? Oh, you're in the wrong team. You're with the wrong engine builder. He should be up there with them kids. He's racing with them kids. What? You're at the back." And I was like, "Have you done the right thing?" And then over winter tested really hard, and when Dhian came back, he came back better and faster and cleaner. And then last year we got a lot of penalties for. I think his driving style. I was talking to the guys that watch the race. They look at him more. So if they're looking at him more,
He's doing
They're,
something
they're
right.
keeping their eyes on.
he
They're
gets
not keeping their
caught.
eyes on
He
other
gets
people.
caught more.
Ah, okay, yeah,
So they can only look at certain bits.
yeah.
And so I think towards the end of last year, he became a lot more clinical. And then now, like even in the final, I think Henry said it, he went round the outside, which is extremely risky. But he was like half an inch away from the grass. If that wheel went half an inch over, he would have been in the barrier.
Yeah.
But he's kept it pinned because he wanted it that much.
Wow.
It was literally, it was all or nothing.
Yeah.
That race, I think, I was more aggressive than usual. I'm aggressive quite a lot, but not like that. Like I added a bit more
But you
edge
knew
on
what
it.
was on the line in this
Yeah.
final race, so you're willing to just
So
go
I was
hell for
like,
leather, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I think I could tell by the way he was racing, but yeah, he just made the overtaking look so easy. But yeah, so would you say with your driving, it's more so about controlling the emotion and being clever? Then would you say?
Yeah, I had to control the race, and I think I did quite a good job of that.
So would you say it's because the things that you just spoke about probably answered my next question, which was going to be something clicked at some point with Dhian where he's started winning all these races? Because it wasn't always like that, was it?
Even
think
this year
it
hasn't
was
won that much.
It was the seat position because we changed the seat position and I was a bit too high up and I was like this much taller than everyone else.
So these little things can make a difference, even like seat position.
Yeah, then he just got more confident. He's just more comfortable. But I think at the British, it started off quite bad. People wrote us off at the start. They said, "Oh, Ben's won. Ben pretty much clean sweep the start of the season."
Yeah.
Then I think it was it Dunk's the second race?
Dunkswell.
Dunkswell's second race. People,
Third race, I think.
yeah, they were laughing. Oh, they're taking mick out the engine builder. They said, "Cully, you need to change your engine builder." Look,
We need
they said you need a calendar to time because we're so slow, not use a stopwatch. Friday was shocking. Saturday was shocking. And then I said to Dhian on the grid, I said, "Right, Dhian, you're fast enough to win. We can see that from the data. If you do everything right, you're fast enough to win. If you drop off the leaders, if anyone's behind you, let them go and push them forward because you don't want Ben and Alfie run away with the points." So rather than Dhian coming third, it would have been better for Dhian to drop back, but and everybody else have a battle to spread the points out. There was no point in Dhian protecting third and letting Ben and Alfie run away. But so I said that was my instruction to him. Gave him a hug, came back. The race started, like literally lap one, we saw Dhian and Jordan came running to me. He goes, "We've got this." And I was like, "We've got this." And he started celebrating. I'm like, "Jordan, it's lap two." And then Dhian went and won.
Yeah.
And it's quite funny because Jordan said afterwards, he goes, he's sitting in the calf, him and his number two, JT. So JT's a very good driver as well. So they work very closely with Dhian for about 5 years now. They're sitting in the calf, and one of the other big engine builders said to him, "Your lad ain't got it." And Jordan said to him, "Yeah, I want to go home yesterday, but you can never write Dhian off." Well, they call him, you can never write D off. And then D won the final, and he went like that. Like, yeah, what's everybody worried about?
Do you know what? That should be, I reckon that's a trademark celebration
Yeah,
that's going to go viral.
That.
Do you know how like Mbappe, the footballer, has his?
I
A lot of people do that now.
I kind of
Dhian's
copied Cole Palmer because I looked at him and he just
Cole Palmer's is that one. That for me, I saw it and I was like, I can see him doing that on a big stage, like, and just going viral.
I did. When I won the British, I stood up and they wanted to take a picture, and someone held the number one, and I stood this.
That's such
And
Dude, can you just do that celebration again? Because I want everyone to remember this celebration when you're winning the Formula One. And yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's definitely a celebration that I think will be something you'll be known for, I think. Yeah, so there was something about it. As soon as I seen it, I was like, that's such a good celebration to have.
Yeah, it's
I think I'll carve like some big stone brick
Yeah.
into myself.
Yeah.
And then doing that. And then hang
funny.
up on a wall or something.
Nice. Okay, so you've won the British Championships now, but there was also something great that came with that, and that was entry to the World Championships in Bahrain.
yeah, it's called the grand final.
It's
The grand final, which
but
is
yeah.
this is the entry ticket, right,
Yeah.
to the grand finals.
It's just like a model, like something to take home. It's not the actual. Oh, yeah, but like yeah.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah.
Don't take that on the plane with you. But so what does that mean, and when is that? What's it going to entail?
So
I think it's on November 29th to December.
Yeah, I should have
6th.
looked at that.
Yeah, so-
okay.
to road tax is different. Every other class you can get into the finals.
Yeah.
You can pay and
Yeah.
stuff. Road tax you have to win a seat. So this year there's one seat from the British and there's another seat next Sunday. So in the UK. So yeah, so when Dhian won the British, he won a ticket to the world final. If there was sometimes there's a ticket for first and second. If there was a ticket for second, our weekend would have been completely different, and we would have gone less risky and guaranteed our second place.
Yeah.
Because ultimately we wanted a ticket for the world final.
But I think that would have been less pressure and it would have been better for us.
Well, you won now, so it don't matter.
Yeah, I think having the one ticket for the number one, it made us strive harder and more than usual to make sure I got it.
Okay.
And I think it may have been better for us because if there's 2 tickets, I think we may have just
Settle
gone
for second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you play it safe.
Okay.
Then Dhian would have played it safe and made sure he secured the second place.
Yeah.
Whereas we had to go all or nothing.
I could tell there must be so much going on in your mind in terms of how things could play out, might play out, and no,
Can't really think about it.
it's true, right? You can only focus on the.
Even now, I'm one. That's the proof, but it's not really sunk in. You don't really.
You're already thinking about bigger and better,
yeah.
right? What's the next thing we've got to do now? Because I think your end goal is Formula One, right? So you're probably thinking, all right, I've done that. Tick. Next thing, right?
No. Next thing, next weekend, back at PFI, UKC.
Okay.
Baby steps.
Can we do the impossible twice?
Oh wow.
So he's third at the moment.
Yeah.
If he wins everything, Ben comes second and third in the final. He wins the
So
UKC.
is that another organisation body? Is it?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
run by Sport UK, but there's the British, then there's UKC, and then there's just the rest.
Okay. Wow. And then obviously for the grand finals, which are in
Bahrain.
Bahrain, how are you going to prepare for that? Is it because you don't use your own cart, do you? You have a pool of carts to select. So it's very much an even level playing field.
Yeah, exact.
It's the most even you're going to get.
You're never going to get anything more even.
Yeah.
Same cart, same engine, same everything.
And how are you hoping the grand finals to go? What's your plan?
Well, the grand finals, it's like winning Le Mans. If you're not first, you're not getting the ticket. So there's no point going if you're not going to come first.
That's awesome. Mentality again, right?
Yeah.
First
so,
one, I think.
Yeah, in preparation. So we've got to get UKC out of the way. Out there they're going to be running on a Burrell cart. So I've hired a cart for Dhian.
No, I thought you bought it.
No, that one fell through. Had to go back to Tim. So I've hired a cart from somebody in Surrey. We're going to be out virtually every weekend testing. Star Manager gave us a bit of money. So I'm going to use that for us to hopefully fly out to Bahrain as well and do a test. And
Okay. Are you going to fly out to Bahrain before the actual?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah, we're just organising that at the moment.
Okay, brilliant. We've said that Dhian's plan and your plan is the end goal is Formula One, right? And Dhian's got the mentality for it, go big or go home. But to continue doing what you're doing, and it's only going to get harder due to the costs that are involved, right? You're paying thousands a weekend sometimes just to keep Dhian racing, keep him kind of competitive, whether it be, I don't know whether it's the mechanical cost, the entry cost just to compete in a weekend. What other costs do you have, would you say?
Most weekends it's 2,000 upwards. We try to get it mostly paid by sponsors, our chauffeurs, racing lines, Italian Grandad, Renato,
Awesome.
and
Seeker Group.
just Seeker Group
and RP.
And RP.
So they're the sponsors
And virtual employee.
So they're the key sponsors that are on board at the moment, right? Who have been an amazing help. I've seen what they do for you guys from a distance, so I'm sure
And
that's
even family, they do so much for us. The support, and they give quite a lot of donations too. It's great.
you need that, right? I think with them, when you got a dream as big as that, I don't think anybody gets where they need to without a bit of help along the way, right? So I think that's very important. And I think you mentioned one of the other goals is it Formula 4, you were saying?
Yes.
Which obviously you first need entry to, but at one point we said it's like 400 grand a year to just...
I think I missed out a step as well. But obviously I'm
yeah,
learning.
go for it. You know it better than I do.
But I'm learning as we're going along as well. So I think car outright tax, and then there's World Series karting, which is a team, the WSK, which is like team racing. That's ridiculous money. That's like 250
That's
250 to 400 a year.
250, and like if you want to compete, 400 if you're in it to win it.
That's sickening. I thought like about
that's
400 grand a year.
That's what they say.
So what's it called? World Series is
World
it?
World
Series.
Series,
And-
WSK.
okay.
That's where you get a lot of academy drivers. So when when teams have signed you up,
Okay.
then you
They
go.
bring you to that.
Then you go into that.
And how does this work timing wise? Because Dhian is 11 now. When at what age do you start kind of competing in those type of things?
If we want to
Probably
go,
about 2 years
Yeah.
time.
So it's not far away at all, is it? So
even cars, that's not 4 years away when I'm 15.
okay. So Dhian, if you were looking into the camera now and there was potential sponsors, people who are a bit on the edge of their season, shall I sponsor him, shall I not? What would you say to them as to why now is they really do need to get on board with sponsorship?
Anything counts. If, let's say, mostly everyone in Britain gives £1, that's £1 million or something stupid. So we just need everyone to just give a little bit.
I think you've made a lot of noise already now, and like I said, I think it's really admirable what you're doing and how hard you guys are pushing yourself. We can see, like even for yourself, clearly the strain it is
It's
on
hard on
you.
family as well, isn't it?
We're
Yeah.
missing weddings, parties.
It's a sacrifice, right? But I think in the end it will you'll be glad you made this sacrifice. It's better. You guys are the main character, both of you of this story now. Like I think the things that you're having to miss, I think you
But
won't be.
even your wedding, remember I said if they
Oh,
aren't,
yeah,
I said
yeah.
if they aren't in the top 10 in
Yeah,
this first season,
Wouldn't even been at my wedding.
we're gonna miss your wedding, didn't we?
Yeah.
And you went, yeah, fine. That's,
Yeah.
You understood it because from your boxing and from your foot.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understood the importance. Obviously,
When it means something to someone.
In the first
to be fair, I
season.
don't think I did completely understand it, but one thing I did understand is it meant something to you guys, or if it means something to you, because like I had things that meant something to me in the past with boxing and things. So yeah, you can never really get in a mood about that. So
but then obviously we didn't do that well, so we came to your wedding.
yeah, there we go. It all worked out in the end, and now you're British champion as well. So
But
it's
like, every year, on the WhatsApp groups, I'll send everyone
this is the race.
dates.
Don't. I was about to swear then. Don't book anything on these dates.
On these dates, 100% we're not missing.
Yeah.
But there's other dates as well.
Yeah.
And so I think, yeah, it's bad because I missed my cousin's wedding in Birmingham, been missed birthday parties. Sandeep and Jaslyn and Sahej go,
Yeah.
but it is hard. I think this year up to now we've missed this weekend, but we didn't get. So that's my fault. So we missed 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's October. So we missed 1 month
Yeah.
off not being at a track.
That's crazy. But I think you've got the right kind of environment around you guys. You guys are putting everything in. Obviously, I know. Obviously, you've got your mum, Sandeep, as well. Jaslyn, who's always there supporting you, and you got your little brother Sahej, the wrestler, who will probably be the next British wrestling Sikh champion as well. But just on that point, you gave a really good interview after the race, Dhian, because one of the points that the commentator said in the interview is that you're the first British Sikh champion.
To be representing Team UK in the grand finals, world finals, the big one.
Ever in road tax.
That's incredible. That must make you feel like a proud dad, right? Proud dad moment.
Yeah.
Something that hasn't been done before. How did that make you feel?
I'm going to say it again, it hasn't sunk in.
Yeah, still
I
hasn't.
don't think it ever will sink in.
Yeah. Do you think now you being the first British Sikh kart?
It will open a ginormous door
Yeah,
to many
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
ethnic groups and Sikhs, and it's great.
yeah, I definitely think it will, Dhian, because I think you've been. I think seeing the videos was really inspirational to a lot of people, and I said it was a title of the last podcast when you were on. I was like, it's a true underdog story. You guys haven't had anything easy, nothing at all. You've had to absolutely graft. Like, clearly,
honest.
I've seen all your late nights, early mornings, never being able to attend things you want to attend in family functions and being away. But it's getting, that's why I feel like I've got a feeling something's happening, something's brewing.
It's a good thing as well for, like, obviously there's other kids there. There's a lot of up and there on the circuit. But the fact that Dhian's won, and the fact that we've had so much getting there, I think people's stereotype, they can't do it. It's not their club. I think now it's just opened up now. Everyone can win. Anyone can win. You know, even on the tight budget that we've done it on, you know, that it's possible. So hopefully that inspires everyone to just keep working hard.
Yeah, I think it will, definitely. And I think the other key message is as well, though, is that you do have to put in because I think like you guys have gone above and beyond doing this, right? Like I said, Dhian's been racing since he was 3 years old. I remember you taking him out to tracks on most weekends, and I know there's moments where there was a lot of things that weren't going your guys' way. Like I said, there were times when Dhian was near the back of the pack, and there were times when you guys had to go through a few kind of racism incidents as well, which kind of been great. And yeah, there's always a lot of mishaps along the way before you get to the top. But you guys had been through so many, right? And I think that surely has made you guys more resilient, would you say? And
it's helped us.
It's made you stronger, would you say, like in your mind?
Yeah, if you're going to build a strong house and there's a weak foundation, you're going to have to knock it all down and rebuild it strong. So I think we needed to be pushed down, not being at the front all the time, to be at the front all the time.
Yeah, that's a great way of saying it. And yeah, because I think sometimes you have to go through that hardship, right? And in the moment when you're going through all these setbacks, you're like, why does this keep happening? Why does it keep happening to me? But now you can look back and say, do you know what? It's made me a lot tougher now that I can go through a hell of a lot, which other kids who have been at the top maybe for a while, when they face their first bit of hardship, won't know how to deal with it as well as Dhian does. Which is why you can probably handle the pressure now as well.
I think what's happened in Bambino, he's at the front.
Yeah.
And then
and then his engine had a mechanic. He made a mistake. I think he was given neat fuel, but so when Dhian went out, he wrecked his two best engines. So then every race after that, he was like, he'd be like one of the fastest, and then break down.
Yeah.
Be the fastest and break down, and it was heartbreaking. These crying, the engine guys are hugging me, apologising, not charging me, looking after me, trying to fix it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, everyone.
Could be frustrating.
There's a group of people that were very, very distraught with what was happening. And at the time, it was like, but now I look back, it's that, like you said, all these little setbacks has helped Dhian build resilience. No matter what happened, Dhian wanted to come back race. He's crying. He's broken down. He still wants to wake up in the morning.
I
and he
find
still
that
wants
amazing
to race.
as well.
You know that issue that happened a few years ago. I was like, let's not go back tomorrow. He's like, no, I want to race.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what happens, no matter how bad it is, he still wants to race.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. Because I actually said this on a podcast not long ago, and I think it's probably the most underestimated skill set you can have is consistency and showing up. Because so many people that they'll start something, and then after a little while, the novelty starts to wear off and they lose interest, especially when things aren't going your way. But Dhian, you've continued showing up. Why did you want to keep showing up each time?
I've never really known. It's just been something in me, something you can't buy, you can't train, you can't teach. It's just always been there.
Definitely going to clip that moment. It's true. I don't think you can buy it as well, right? I don't think you can teach it, because you could easily turn around and be like, oh no, I don't feel like going this week. And sometimes I do think, especially because you're quite young, Dhian, you do need a bit of a a push sometimes. Like, you used to give me a kick in the arse, called it to get into the gym sometimes when I was boxing. So clearly, I didn't have the dedication that he had. But no, that's amazing.
I think more it's on the other aspects around. I have to give him a kick. It's the
Schoolwork.
Schoolwork I'm fine. But with my homework, I may have done it during lunch breaks and
Yeah, so as long as you get it
but
done.
I did it.
But yeah, make sure because I think the good thing they also say with schoolwork is then they also say this for like the most elite kind of boxers. Lomachenko was one of them. That his dad said to him, "Listen, you have to make sure you're good academically because if your mind isn't sharp, is like you're not going to be able to outthink the other people in the ring." And probably similar for you, Dhian, you need to be able to outthink the other drivers, right? So there is definitely a benefit in the academic side of it.
If I did,
or would you disagree?
There's definitely. But if I did drop in school, marginally, I'm not racing.
Okay, yeah. So you got no choice. Got to knuckle down, but it will pay off in the end. So one of the other key things that I just wanted to talk about is, and I thought this was a really lovely touch as well, which is why I wanted to mention it. On the front of your car, Dhian, you had a picture of your late nanny who passed away. Tell me a little bit about that and why you decided to have a picture of her on your car.
I also had one on my rib protector, a bigger picture on my rib protector, and she was driving around with me. Even when she did die, as soon as she died, it didn't feel like she'd really gone. It's like when I won the British, it's not sunk in, and it's still not really sinking in. So that's what I've got to say.
Do you feel, because obviously that picture was there on the car and it was on your race top, do you feel like she was there with you during the race?
Yeah, it felt
watching over you.
It felt different. I didn't think once in that weekend anything's fell off the car or anything's gone wrong, apart from when my mechanic, that my dad, got me a disqualification. So,
even in the
really
final,
bad,
you nearly got took out, didn't you?
And yeah.
No, I'm sure she was definitely watching over you, and I can't keep saying. Do you know what? Sim is getting so annoyed with me because I have those 2 reels of yours on repeat on my phone, just watching it like all the time. She's like, "Are you watching Dhian's video again?" I was like, "Yeah." I can't stop watching it. It's so good. I think it's your reaction, Sandeep's reaction, Dhian's mom,
and
even Jordan's.
Like big talking him. Yeah.
What I can't believe, how did he beat me? I've seen size of him.
Yeah, he did beat you there. Yeah.
He outran me to this thing.
Yeah, honestly, it's one of those videos. Like, so it was the one, which obviously says about Dhian being the first Sikh British champion, but there was the other one, which I think the motorsport team made as well, which I thought was an awesome video with everybody's reaction and Dhian's reaction as well.
When I won the day after Jordan, it's been a secret from now, but I might as well spill it. Jordan he was going from the track to his house, quite a long difference, like 4 hours. He played "We Are the Champions" on repeat.
Did he?
No, not to the track. From his house to Heathrow.
Oh, really?
On repeat, and his wife was in there, and she must have not been so happy. Anyway, so we did another post, and we put "We Are the Champions" as a soundtrack.
I saw that one. Yeah.
To add like a little joke between my dad and Jordan.
Oh, that's nice. And do you know what?
Everyone asked me, so why are you using such an old song from Queen? You could have got a better song. You could have done this.
That's funny.
It's not viral. It's not the right song.
Sometimes you do it for different reasons, right?
That was the reason. The reason was it's just a joke between ourselves.
No, that's nice. It's a nice touch, and I love that. I can see it from a distance. Whenever I do come to watch Dhian, you've got that nice community feel within your RCE team and the guys who contribute to Dhian's success as well. So I think that's really really nice. One of the other things I wanted to ask you, Dhian, and I'm sure your dad will have a lot of input into this as well, is obviously you're only 11 years old. Have you thought about what you want your first car to be when you pass your driving test?
BMW M3 competition. But I'm not gonna
First
buy.
car, yeah.
I'm not gonna buy.
To be fair,
yeah,
he'd probably a good enough driver to drive
I'm
it.
not gonna
Stop
buy.
crying. I
I'm
might,
not
might
gonna
have
buy.
a chance.
I'm not gonna buy a car quickly. I'm gonna like do a few races,
Yeah,
and then once I can afford
yeah. Save your
a
pennies.
nice car, yeah, I'll do it, and then I'll probably crash in like the first few weeks.
Oh
but
god. Well, to be
I'll
fair,
get insurance on it.
I remember when me and your dad used to live next to each other. We used to have like a pot of land at the back. And every other week there was a new crashed car that he'd parked up at the back. And I literally, that's my memory of childhood, is all the cars that you guys had wrote up and just left at the back from your drive. It was obviously yourself and Bowjit, your brother.
What
I've
was
had a
it?
fair
Seeker
share.
GT4, M5.
So basically, there's definitely traits that you've passed down to Dhian, right? Because you were a car fanatic growing up, as was your brother Bowjit as well.
I think Dhian was naturally the only two things he played with when he was little was dinosaurs and cars.
And Spider-Man.
He was just obsessed.
He just became obsessive. So that's
Yeah.
amazing.
I did the same with like Jaslyn. How many sports did she do?
Yeah.
So how like you
Even me, I've gone through.
you
quite a
expose them to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
And then, but he was just obsessed.
To be fair, Dhian,
So then we carried on.
carried on with it. Yeah.
He got better. We got deeper. He got better. We got deeper. Now he's getting better and better. But now we're getting noticed as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Well, Dhian, you've got me into karting and Formula One now because I never
Looking
used to
into
be in it. I knew nothing about
Really?
Formula One. So
I-
I've now tried to start like I was like because the Amrit watched it with the kids and so I was like, oh, what's happening here? What's happening there? And I'm starting to get into it a lot more. And that's because of you as
If
well.
I'm totally honest, I don't look at Formula One.
Do you not? Okay.
You sure it was racing,
if
aren't we?
Oh, yeah, you didn't get a
If I
chance.
have a chance, I'll have a few
Yeah.
minutes watching it, but then I'm gonna be up and like going to like swimming or something, wrestling or
Yeah.
boxing, stuff like that.
Okay, nice. Right, we're coming to the end of the podcast. It's been great to have you guys back, especially after such a big win. Maybe we can use this maybe you can be regular guests, and every time you win a big championship, which I think will be more regular now.
Probably December after we come
Yeah,
back with
mate.
the Worlds.
Come back with the
Maybe,
come back with the
hopefully.
worlds, Dhian, and I'm gonna get you right back here again and I think it's an amazing achievement. You even getting that far, but like you said, your mindset, you're all or nothing, right? You're going for that number one spot. But just again on sponsorship and how critical that is, you guys have seen it costs some thousands every weekend just to participate in the sport itself, and it's only getting more and more expensive. So the sponsorship for them is crucial, and it's at a very crucial point in Dhian's driving career where he needs that push and he needs that help. So if you are interested, please get in touch with Cully. Obviously you're on various social media. What's the social media handle for Dhian?
On Instagram, it's Dhian Racing. On TikTok, it's Dhian Racing. On YouTube, Dhian Racing. And then you've got my profile on LinkedIn called Dhian Singh Pahal.
Yeah, or even if you need to contact through the podcast guys or through myself, please do it. Be involved with a future Formula One driver. He's going big places. Even like I said from the very first podcast, Underdog story, many things were against you. You continue.
Actually, I
Go
don't
on,
think I'm
go
an
for it.
underdog anymore.
Yeah, he's not, is he?
Not, he's British
number one.
champion.
Can't be. Yeah, I've got to stop using the underdog
He's
phrase
a kick
now.
to beat now, isn't he?
Gonna have to come up with a new nickname similar to the celebration. I need to give you a new nickname
No,
now.
what you can do?
Do you have a nickname?
Not really, but I think the caption for this video should be "What you gonna do about it?"
I like that. I like the cheekiness. It's nice. It's good. I like the confidence as well. But Dhian, Cully, thank you for coming on the
It's been
podcast.
great. It's been great on this podcast. Thank you.
That's all right. No problem.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, no problem. And hopefully see you back in December with the world champion number one. All right. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.